Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a drugstore haul. So I have done a little bit of shopping here and I've also received a few PR samples in the mail. So I'm going to show you everything I got and what my thoughts are on these products. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then please give this video a thumbs up and keep on watching. First of all, I have a whole bunch of products from Rimmel. I think that Rimmel is starting to become one of my favorite drugstore brands. They are just coming out with new products all the time and they are good. So the first thing I got is this Insta Fix and Go spray. Now this is a primer but also a setting spray. So I haven't tried this one out as a primer yet, but I love using it once I've finished my makeup. Spray it all over your face and it'll set your makeup in place. I've been using it pretty much every day. It's starting to replace my Urban Decay setting spray. It has a really nice cucumber scent to it. It smells so good. And then you can also use it throughout the day if you just need a little freshen up, just a little that'll do the job. The next thing from Rimmel is this Match Perfection foundation. So they've discontinued this one here, the 25-hour lasting finish foundation with the white lid. They are still stocking the one with the red lid, but I prefer the one with the white lid more because even though the white lid and the red lid are the same shade, this one was just more neutral. The other one was way more pink. And this has a medium coverage, but it's very buildable. Whereas the one with the red lid, I feel is just too heavy and it cakes really easily. But moral of the story is they've gotten rid of this one and I'm really upset. So I decided, that is not a word. So I decided to try the Match Perfection foundation. This is also in the shade 10 Light Porcelain. And I thought this was a really light coverage foundation, but turns out it's actually really buildable. So I do get a medium to slightly full coverage. I just have to put a little bit of concealer on some of my redness and scars, but I'm actually really happy with this. The next thing from Rimmel that I picked up are two of their Exaggerate eyeliners. I got a black one and a brown one, and they're just a wind-up eyeliner pencil, so you don't need to sharpen them. I like to use these ones for tight lining. I really struggle with finding an eyeliner that stays put in my tight line because it is such a wet area. Does that sound bad? But you know, like it's inside of your eye, so the eyeliner kind of struggles to stay there. But with this one, I find I do get a decent amount of wear out of it. It does run a little bit on my inner corner, but that happens with all eyeliners. So, you know, if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below, please. But yeah, these eyeliners are really good. They're affordable. They do the job. Black, brown, perfect. And then the last two things were sent to me by Rimmel. This is their Brow Shake Filling Powder and the Volume Shake Mascara. So the Volume Shake Mascara has this shaker system in it. So whenever you shake it, it refreshes the mascara from a dry formula to a wet formula. How cool is that? So it pretty much means that it's going to be fresh and ready to use whenever you need. And then the filling powder has like this little padded applicator and you can use it to fill in the sparse areas of your brows. So this is really handy for me because if you've seen me with no makeup on, which you probably have, I don't have any eyebrows. So I kind of just draw the outline on and then this is really good for filling in the sparse areas, especially when my blonde brows are still kind of like peeping through. This really covers them up. Next, I picked up two things from Maybelline. The first one is the Superstay Makeup Extending Primer. Now, I hadn't really heard much about this, but it was on sale, so I decided to pick it up and give it a go. It has a really liquidy formula. It's kind of like a milky color as well, but once you apply it, you can feel it going tacky. So it's really gonna lock that makeup into place. So you do have to give it a really good shake before you use it because like I said, it's a very liquidy formula, but once it's applied, it makes your skin so smooth and so ready for makeup. So I've used it a few times now and I'm really loving it so far. And then I got the Master Precise Skinny Liner. So as I explained to you before, I like to use eyeliner pencils for tight lining. So I do like to experiment and see which liners last the longest in that awkward area. And so I thought I'd pick this one up and give it a go. It has a really skinny little tip on it. So it's similar to the Rimmel ones in the fact that it just winds up, but it's really good for getting right up in between your lashes and tight lining in there. So I am digging this one so far, and the staying power is pretty good as well. Next, I've got a few pairs of eyelashes. The first two here are from Glam by Manicare, and they just make these gorgeous dramatic eyelashes. So I have used these ones before. They're in the style Sienna, and they are just, oh, they're gorgeous. They are just fluffy and long and luxurious. They were on sale. I think they're like 40% off at Chemist Warehouse. So I got them for about $6 each. That is a bargain. So this is what the style Sienna looks like. They are just so beautiful. Really nice for dramatic looks. And then the other pair I haven't tried before. They are in the style Adriana, and they're a bit more wispy. They kind of look like double stacked Demi Wispies by Ardell. Maybe even triple stacked. Have a look at them. You can see they're really full. These lashes are such good quality. My old pair of Siennas, I wore them like 100 times, seriously. If you take care of them and take the glue off and just look after them properly, they do last a really long time. I know a lot of people think that lashes aren't reusable. They are. They definitely are, okay? So take care of them and they will last you. And then the next pair of lashes my friend actually picked up for me because she's just such a sweetheart. And they are the Ardell Faux Mink Lashes, and I'm pretty sure they're in the style 811. So these ones are also nice and wispy. They are a little shorter on the inner corner and then flare out and get a lot fuller on the end. These lashes would look really, really nice if you did a nice dramatic eye where you had a lot of glitter on the lid here, so that was the focus, so that you just have a few little lashes there and then it gets more thick on the outside. So yeah, I'm really excited to try those Ardell ones because I have heard a lot of good things about their new Faux Mink range. Next, I got the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, and this foundation has been around for a while, but they've reformulated it. So I'm still yet to try this one because the color is a little bit too dark for me, but with the help of the next product, the Australis Whitening Drops, I should be able to test this foundation out and see how it goes on my skin. So yes, as I said, I picked up the Australis Matchmaker Lightning Drops, and so this is just a pure white shade that you drop into any foundations that are too dark for you, and it lightens them up. So I did already test it out on my hand with the Bourjois foundation, and the difference it made, I was really surprised. So I put a foundation on the back of my hand that I know already matches me, and then I put the Bourjois foundation next to it and just kept adding drops of this until they were similar shades. So I think I only needed 1.5 to 2 drops and it was perfect. So I'm really excited to give these a go. I have heard good things, and if you're pale, I'm sure that these babies will come in handy. I also picked these ones up because it is coming into winter now in Australia, and I always hear a lot of people say that, you know, their skin is a little lighter in the winter, so they have to use different foundations. But because I am as pale as a ghost, I was like, I can't possibly get any whiter in winter. But you know what? I think I do. I put my regular foundation on the other day that I wear all the time, and I went outside and I literally had a foundation line. I was like, excuse me? Did my foundation just play me? So I just really thought I couldn't get any whiter, but it turns out I can. So I think these will definitely be coming in handy over the cooler months. If you'd like to see a review and demo on these whitening drops, just leave me a comment below and I will definitely do one using the Bourjois foundation. Mix them together, do a little something, you know. And then last of all, I picked up 2 things from NYX. The first one is a eyebrow kit. So this is called the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and it is in the shade Blonde. So it comes with 2 colored powders, a lighter one and a darker one, and then a wax. I haven't tried out the wax yet, but these 2 colors are working really well for me. So this first shade here is really nice for doing the first half of my brow, and then the darker one is really good for finishing off the tail and filling in all those sparse areas. They did have an auburn option with the powders, but they just, even though I have red hair, I feel like the auburn tones are just a bit too much for me. I feel like the blondes, they're a bit more cooler and they suit me better. And then last of all, I got the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I picked this one up in the shade Porcelain. This foundation range has 24 shades. I literally picked up the third lightest shade. Do you know how amazing that is? The third lightest. Usually the lightest isn't light enough. And here I am having options. I'm actually running this foundation right now, so as you can see, it's a pretty good match. This one is described as porcelain with a neutral undertone, so absolutely perfect for me. I will have a first impressions video up very shortly because that's why I'm wearing it. That's what I'm filming now. So yeah, this is my first time trying it out, so keep your eye out for that other video if you want to hear what I think of it. Alright, that is everything I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. If you want to see any reviews on any of these products, then please just leave me a comment below so I know what you want to see. Come follow me on Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. I will have all of the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!